Alright, testing mic. Gonna be getting started very shortly, in a few seconds. Alright, 3:15. Cool. Alright, I'm just gonna jump straight in with this. This is just, usually whenever I'm tracking random shots, I do it because I'm probably gonna play around with the shot later. So this shot, very simple, not very exciting, but so it's gonna be pretty fast. Quick couple of points. I'm not going to track a whole lot of points at all. Should be fast. And the camera solve should be pretty quick as well. Very fast for fine. And yeah, I'll put a big dome in there and I'll use some matrix points just to check the motion of the camera, and that'll be it. Very quick, nothing to it. Very boring shot. Alright, so let's see. Also, if the music is irritating, please let me know. I just kind of wanted to sit and do this to some music for once. Also, fills out some dead air. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know, I like synthwave. I like things that are very minimal on vocals. At least when I'm studying or working. I get too distracted by anything else. Get rid of this and come down here, bring this up. Just gonna let that one die. Get something over here. Always good to get yourself some connecting points. Wow, that one lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. And it's gone. Good. Let's get something right here too. I like this point. This point looks like it came back. We can start it over here. Good. Akam. Hello, Akam. Play. Akam, did you find out if I'm allowed to use that footage and leave it up on the channel for my use? Because I don't want to get in trouble for that. But I really do want to track your car. I might shoot a car tonight. How am I, bro? You know, I'm actually doing pretty good today. It's not very often that I feel really good. I don't know. Usually I've been doing these streams with some crazy headaches and stuff, but I don't know. I don't feel too bad today, which is awesome. Did you healthy food? Did I healthy food? Today I did. Really, I've just been snacking on like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, small tomatoes, which I hate. Actually, I hate tomatoes. Oh, 1 second. 1 second, I'm sorry. Man, you're so younger than get headaches. Yeah, it's really strange. Sorry, 1 second, I'm just gonna respond to my nephew. Wants the game, but I want to do the shot real quick. Again, I'm hoping this shot's gonna be very fast. I'm gonna try to get through it as quickly as possible. I'm not gonna do a lot of work on this. This is gonna be very easy. Alright. And get this going again. It's a good thing there wasn't a lot of wind. It'd be a huge pain if the wind was blowing these leaves around. I mean, they are going to be moving around slightly, but I don't really care about the motion because I just don't. I just don't care. Sue me. Ah. Fast, fast. Oh no, I picked such a stupid point. I'm gonna delete this point. I don't like letting points. I don't like leaving points at track, like halfway through the shot. Every opportunity a tracker has to shut itself off is a chance that SYNTHEYES will have to, well, it's gonna slide or pop when the tracker turns off. That's what transition frames are for. If you go to solving transition frames, these frames here, it's every time a tracker is about to turn off, SYNTHEYES will smooth your motion a few frames before the tracker turns itself off. And that's based on this number here. Wow. I had Siri on in my text and everything that I just said there, it made one giant paragraph in a text on my phone. That's my bad. Calvin, for tripod shots, what's best approach in SYNTHEYES? For a tripod shot? It really depends. The best approach? It depends on what you're going to line up to. For me, I have a weird way of doing tripod shots. I actually don't... it depends. If I have a set or some survey data or something that I have to line this camera up to, I actually don't use tripod personally. I use free move. Tripods are kind of tricky because most of the time, nodal heads aren't used for cameras. A nodal head is when the camera can rotate with the center, like the actual lens itself, centered on the tripod. So you get a perfect nodal with no parallax. Typically though, a camera is put on a tripod and the lens is sticking out so far that when you pan, that lens is actually moving. So you actually get a free move technically. A lot of people do that and then they try to solve their shots as a tripod and it technically doesn't work. Picture it like this. If you close one eye, turn your head like this, and just see how much parallax you see from anything in front of you to even 30 feet away. You can even watch things like 30, 40 feet away. Just turn your head like this. You will see the parallax. And that is about the motion that a lens has on a tripod when people don't use a nodal head. So usually I like to treat all tripods, just me, I usually like to treat all tripods as a free move because there typically is always actually a free move. Yeah, people tell you oh, you got to solve this as a tripod. It's a lie. Also, I've had people like complain because oh, this was supposed to be a tripod. Why is there animation in camera path? Well, I'm sorry, you didn't shoot it properly. You shot it on a tripod, but you didn't shoot it with a proper nodal head. That is very frustrating. So the best way that I might go about doing a nodal is if I have a set, I'll line up to it, and then if I can, I'll project all my points. So now that those points are projected, the camera can solve itself without screwing around, because on a tripod, if it's shot wrong, it's technically a free move, but it doesn't have enough data to solve the depth for all the points, so you get a bad solve. So yeah, if I have a tripod, I'll build out geo, I'll roughly build out the scene, and I'll project the points so that the camera doesn't do anything stupid. In SYNTHEYES, you projecting? In SYNTHEYES, am I projecting? Like, are you asking if I'm going to project on this shot? If that's what you mean, no. But in tripod, yes. Sorry if I don't know what you meant. No. Oh no, I screwed it up. Totally screwed it up. I'm sorry. And the Boss Man is here. With a wavy emote? I don't know what that is. I don't know who that is. He's come here to give me a desk plant. For all my hard work. Could you do an example shot? An example shot of a tripod? I definitely can. You know what? I'm probably gonna do another stream tonight. Just creeping. I'm probably gonna do another stream tonight, and you know that's actually a good one. I can do a simple tripod and just talk about it for a bit. Matt, hello. I didn't expect there to be 8 people. I didn't expect there to be that many people. That's kind of cool. Okay, turn that off, and let's see, where are we at? Get a couple points up here. Try to get, again, I wanted to get through this quick. Have fun, haha. Alright, get out of here. Go away. Go away, Jared. Music is a bit loud. Yeah, let's turn that down then. Tell me if that's fine. I think I turned it down by close to 50%. Dari, it's a party now. Yeah, there was more people than I thought there was going to be. I wonder if this is just because it's a weekend and people are kind of free. I still don't know when the best time to stream is. I stream at random times just to see how it goes. I don't know anyone's schedule. Okay, let's track some stuff from the end and then come backwards, and then we should be good. It's better, haha. That or you're too quiet for anyone that enjoyed the music, I'm sorry. My voice should be fine, because the levels, typically you want to keep your voice within, if you're looking at like a decibel meter or a levels meter, you kind of want to keep your voice just balanced in the green and yellow. That's what you should be hearing. A lot of people don't do that, and then levels are all mixed up all over the place online. My levels there should be fine, and it shows that I'm twice as loud as the music right now. I hope right now it sounds great. Alright, let's try to get something... Let's get something right here. That's not too bad. Motion, why you use SNT but not PHT? That looks like a hard shot. This shot's easy. This shot's real easy. Motion, I'm not too sure what you mean. Why do I use SYNTHEYES? Wait, SNT? What's SNT? But not PHT. What you talking about? This point's kind of a bad point right here. I'm gonna leave it though. The thing that I'm gonna test around with... I got told separately that we got a bunch of duck shots for something, and I'm happy about that now. I like tracking ducks. Ducks are fun to track, man. Or animals are fun to track. I gotta shoot footage of someone's dog so I can do a head track on a dog. And then like, you could do like the Airbud talking dog thing. That's fun, man. Okay, these leaves. These are going to be a little bit of a pain to track. How can I avoid it? I'm gonna try to track one of these desperately. G? I'm gonna pronounce that G. Thank you for the thumbs up. Alright, bringing this back, hoping it doesn't pop around in an irritating manner. Oh god. Oh no. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Motion, why use SYNTHEYES but not PF track? Oh, PF track. I thought, I kind of guessed it was PF track. But the H threw me off. Pixel Farm track. So that program is very expensive. I actually used to use it. It's what I learned in school. And I used to use it for a year back in the day, and I actually love it. I loved PF Track. If I could right now use PF Track, I would absolutely use it. It's a lot of fun. I love the node workflow. I love how easy it is to solve stereo, uh, and how easy it was to orient lines and stuff in it. The geo building and stuff. Love PF Track. Um, I would use it if I could. I like SYNTHEYES. I don't remember what the refinement options of Pixel Farm or of PF Track is. SYNTHEYES, I can do a lot of manual stuff that I haven't seen done in a lot of other tracking programs. So I'd have to see what I can do in PF Track with my knowledge now. This is like, this is in 2012 that I used PF Track, so I don't know what they've done since then. Let's buy, bro. Oh, dude, man. I can't do that. Because I won't even learn it because I can't use that for work and all that stuff. And like, I honestly wouldn't even learn it right now if I did a con. I think we can use on 2PC. Yeah, yeah. I like even if we had it, like I actually wouldn't use it because I wouldn't be able to fit it too much within my workflow. What I actually need to learn more is 3DE, which I'm not terrible at. Matt. Wait, sorry, Jamal, thank you a lot for this advanced tracking tutorial. This one isn't too advanced yet. This is actually a very easy one. By the way, if you have questions about what I'm doing, shoot, go ahead. I will slow this down, but I am doing this quickly. Just because I'm just doing a really quick stream for fun here. Matt, I was thinking, is it possible to do auto drop on a lot of points? Maybe 60% of them are okayish, and then you go forward with the normal process, babysitting each point. Auto drop a lot of points. Auto drop a lot of points. Oh, you're talking automatic tracking. Yeah, we could. Like, well, here's the thing. Automatic tracking for this shot. Let me just hit solve real quick. So here's a solve. I'm gonna go add distortion, calculate, Shift G. And that looks about right for my camera. The error is 1.4. This right now, for me, is actually good enough for what my test is going to be. I'm actually hot. Whoa, that's a bad point. These circles, as they expand, show me the error value for whatever it is, for whatever point has the most slide. This one here. Oh, wow. Look what I did here. I was tracking a branch and then I jumped and kept tracking another branch. That's bad. That's a mistake. I'm gonna delete that. So Matt, Akam, I want to learn 3D, but the problem is I hate the interface. Yeah. Jump into it, man. Once you understand it a bit more, it gets slightly fun, which is weird to say. But yeah, that interface is rough. Okay, so Matt, I'm not good at auto tracking because I don't do it. I don't believe in it, honestly. You can do a lot of fixes to auto tracks. You can have the cleanup script or the cleanup tracks and whatever. You can have it set so that it either deletes the tracks or it zero weights them or it does other things to them. To me, I'd rather put down a lot of manual tracks. And here's the thing, this is just me. A lot of auto tracks is actually a good thing in a lot of cases, don't get me wrong. But I don't like, even if SYNTHEYES believes the tracker is good and leaves one that might be on a moving branch or something or an intersecting line, I just don't want to introduce any slight detail that I may have overlooked. I wonder if I can. Let me try it. I'm not good at auto tracking. I don't do it. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I just happen not to use auto track. Like, really ever. Okay, so these points here. Let's do a quick solve. And you got all these erroring points. Let's just look at what the erroring points are doing at the moment. So a point like this has a pretty nasty error value. SYNTHEYES is going to be able to find this. It's going to know like, okay, the value is getting this high. It'll delete this one. Point over here. That's weird that this one jumped. This one had no reason to jump. That is a very easy detail for it to find. So I'm just going to try clean this up. Again, I'm not good at this. Cleanup trackers. Auto only. Yeah, let's clean up only auto. Bad frames. So what's a bad frame? 2.8. Okay, let's see. Forest trackers, no. Short-lived, yes, there's one short-lived. There's only one short-lived tracker. High error trackers, 5, yeah, sure, we'll get rid of them. Okay, let's just go fix, see what happens. So those high error trackers that I mentioned that were like making the massive circles have now been deleted. I'm gonna go Shift G, and now the solve is updated better because it doesn't have the polls of those bad trackers influencing this. So this actually turned out pretty good. This is kind of an ideal shot for auto tracking. Okay, it's also not very ideal because there's so many intersecting fake details, but the trackers kind of knew that and I guess didn't put detail. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, I was curious, Matt. Anyway, I was curious, doing like half auto, half manual, if you ever do that. I actually do that sometimes, and it's not often. We do that a lot. A lot of trackers do that. Auto trackers are a great way to save time, and they also help you a lot with distortion. The distortion, the more points that you have covering more surface of your shot, the more reliable that your undistort is going to be, because it has more surface area for the curvature to calculate. That's kind of a simplistic way to put it. So yeah, if you want to put half manual and then do the other half as autos to speed it up, because you have a few trackers that you know they're perfect, you could stick with them and then finish the rest with autos. Absolutely good. Jamal, I use PF track, but you need powerful machine for photogrammetry and depth track. Yeah, you do. My machine's pretty good. I think I can handle it. Doing a photogrammetry mesh and equalizer in 3D equalizer is pretty rough on your machine. Like, pretty rough. So maybe my machine wouldn't be able to handle it in PF track, unless PF track is running a much better algorithm to do it. You know what? I wasn't going to, but I think I'm just going to leave it with these auto tracks. I'm kind of fine with this. I like what's going on. What's my overall solve? 0.8. This is pretty good. I like this. I'm gonna do some quick alignment stuff and try to make some geo look reasonable, because the test that I was gonna do, I was just gonna put a simple city backdrop here and just do a rough key. That's just what I'm gonna be playing around with. I don't really plan to finish the shot. This is just for me to learn keying. Matt, can you manually adjust every tracker after doing auto? Yes, you can. So if we let's look for a somewhat bad auto tracker, if there is any. Let's look right here. Okay, so it seems most of the tracks did a really good job, and the cleanup did a great job, so let's pretend this tracker is bad. If it pops for a frame, you can unlock it. You can unlock it just like any tracker, and then you can nudge it around, drag this point around however you need to, or you can disable it early if you don't like what it does. Sometimes another way to clean up these trackers is if you select all trackers, go F7, and look into the graph editor. And if we come over and expand one of these tracker dropdowns, doesn't matter which one, I'm gonna go turn off figure of merit and error. So the velocity here, you could see we have this isn't exactly the keyframe data of the trackers. This is the average speed that the tracker is moving at every frame. So if we take a look around here, notice when we get to these higher peaks, you can see it's when the camera is doing some kind of bobbing motion or some kind of fast motion. So this is just the average velocity of a tracker. But what's kind of nice about this view is, I'm going to turn off this color, is you can look at this, and if you see all the trackers in your shot should have the same general motion. So you can see they all kind of do. But then there's something like this. Right here, you can see this little spike doesn't look as smooth as the rest. So I can come down to this little bacon looking thing. What is this? Isolate trackers? Isolate curve. So I'm going to click now. So I've isolated. I can click again, I think. I guess not. So I've isolated this. Oh, let's hide this. There we go. So I've isolated this one curve. And now I can hit 5 on my keyboard, lock to whatever tracker it is. Here it is. And look at it. You can actually see it popping around. And that's its velocity showing us this. This tracker is doing funny little motions. And we were able to spot it amongst all those trackers because of its velocity. So I could fix it a couple ways. I could manually unlock this tracker and fix it and nudge the tracker around like I just showed. Or I could click this right here, this second button right here, which is the deglitch tool, and I can kind of get rid of these larger pops. This isn't really the best. This is only good for if there's like one big spike here and there, but when the whole thing is jittering, deglitching isn't the best. This tracker, I'm just going to delete. I have enough good trackers everywhere else, so I don't need that one introducing error. So I'm going to hit Control A, select all the trackers again, zoom out. I'm going to frame this. I'm going to, just doesn't matter which tracker, open up one and double click the hands. I'll close that one. So here, you could see again, like you could see all the trackers that aren't following the general motion. The NASA, hello. Good to see you, buddy. And so now again, I'm gonna go click one, isolate. Let's get this one. Now hit 5 on my keyboard. Oh, I'm already here, I think. Yeah, I'm already locked on. Okay. Yeah, so this tracker here, we can see it popping around. It gets pretty smooth right there. So you see its velocity is pretty smooth. Looks awful. Just for fun, let's see what the deglitch does to this. I made it a little smoother, but again, like I said, deglitch doesn't work really well if there's a lot of jittery frames. This is, again, you can just unlock and now go through and start nudging your tracker by hand. There you go. And you can see our velocity is nice and smooth. Lock that. So that is an easy way to clean up your trackers. Actually, let's select them all, look one more time. F7. There's a lot of really ugly stuff in the center of this. Isolate. Try to get this one. This one looks awful. So hit 5, lock on. Yeah, so this one is doing some not so great stuff. So again, this has some error. We could totally go Shift-C, clean up trackers. And let's see, threshold for bad frames. Let's see what happens if we reduce this to 1. Wow, that got like 70 trackers. Let's go 1.5. Wait, is that working how I think it is? I don't think that works how I thought it did. Threshold for bad frame or desired percentage. Oh, is this a percentage? Ah. Okay. Let's go 1. What? Okay, I don't know exactly how this works. I'll have to watch Matthew Merkovich's tutorial on auto track, and he has a really good auto tracking tutorial. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take this tracker, I'm going to delete it. Starting to make sense why going manual could take a similar amount of time. Yeah, it's like those manual points that I had, I didn't spend long on them, and I could have put a lot more. All these points here, like, oh, lock on. I actually don't know why this one's erroring so bad. It's weird that it shut off. Let's turn it back on for a frame. And now let's hit solve. Okay, that looks like a transition frame issue. Alright, so unless there's any more crazy questions, I'm going to look into starting to wrap this up. So I'm just going to... Oh, I didn't even save this. Let me save this. Don't you crash on me. So I'm just going to orientate my scene, and then I'm going to smooth the camera. And that's all I'm going to do. Pete Peterson, I missed your message. Hello. Hope that wasn't too late. That was probably rather late. When did you send that? 41? What? 41. Oh. Guess I missed that by 5 minutes. I think. Unless I got that wrong. Alright. Okay, so let's kind of start to wrap this up then. I'm going to go 4. Just going to take a peek and look at my camera motion. I'm walking forward. So I'm going to flatten out my camera path, assuming I'm walking in kind of a straight path. And now if I look in, I'm actually going to make a quick matrix. I'm going to make this rather large. So my camera's looking upwards and I can see the perspective of what my buildings might do. Wait, is that right? Oh no, I was actually walking slightly downhill. That's right. P. Peterson minutes, no worries. Alright, so 3D, whole effects mesh is off. Let's rotate this up. I was walking down a path going under these trees. It was quite the incline, so I'm going to make it something like this. And now I can see what the perspective of whatever I put out there might be. Let's put in... I'm going to shrink down this matrix. Again, if you want to move, rotate, scale in SYNTHEYES, you can click here, or you can, just like in Maya, Houdini, W, E, and R, just to be quick. Okay, so there's my little matrix. Now I'm going to reduce this to like 4 rows, columns, and depth or whatever. Let's put in a big box to represent what might be a building. Because my idea is I kind of want to put some city thing up here. Just again, I'm going to be comping this for test later on my own time. Because I like testing stuff. Alright, wireframe. That is hard to see. Red, green. Thumbs up, clappy clap. Alright, I'm going to go view, open GL camera view, so that I don't have crappy aliasing on the geo. So now when I play, hey, the buildings move in a cool fashion. Let's up the subdivisions. SYNTHEYES will call out the geo if your vertices go too far off screen. So keep that in mind if you're modeling outside of SYNTHEYES and then bring it into SYNTHEYES, that you're going to want a decent amount of subdivisions rather than massive long faces. So I'm going to take this geo, just increase the... Whoop, not that one. Nope, not that one. Hey, there we go. And now you can see we brought back some of that geo and it's able to display the distortion a little better. Yeah, because technically it's not showing the distortion correctly because it doesn't have the resolution to do so. There we are. All right. So let's smooth. I kind of liked how the camera is angled right now. I'm gonna keep it like this. So I'm gonna go into the quad view and just start to look at my camera path, and I'm gonna smooth it out. So here we can see my janky camera move. There is a good pop right there. So we're gonna smooth the camera path. Smoothing your camera path always introduces slight errors. So really right now, let's go to that pop right now. Where was it? I'm just gonna go right here. If I smooth this, let's just look at a tracker real quick as I smooth. So I'm gonna go filter control, select my path. Toda, hello. Good to see you. Or see your message. Alright, so when I smooth the path, you'll see that the error for some of these trackers will increase. Oh, okay, well this one had the reverse effect. That was lucky. Let's look over here. Okay, here's one that increased. Okay, just because some of the error value and some of these points are inconsistent, and you know, rolling shutter and all that stuff, and trackers moving around, some trackers slightly got better by accident. Overall though, your rotation, you gotta resolve your rotation because your camera path, when you smooth your path, your camera technically moves slightly, which means your rotation is slightly offset. So I've smoothed the path. Now let's resolve the rotation. I'm gonna go switch into refine mode and turn constrain on because we're gonna be using some constraints, and the constraint being this smooth path. Gonna go apses locked, position, and we're going to get our smooth path loaded in. Now that it is loaded in, we could hit solve. So yeah, refine mode, constraint is on, and we've locked the position and got our smooth loaded in here. So I'm gonna hit go, and we also, you're gonna see something funny. We might see the whole scene rotate funny. So when I hit go, yeah, so notice our scene now has a slightly different rotation. It looks fine, but usually you don't want your whole scene to move. So to fix that, I'm gonna put a couple, I'm just gonna select a couple random trackers and put constraints on them so that the scene, let's see, so that the scene cannot, where is it? Huh? Oh, I lost the redo with the solve. I'm gonna hit solve. There we go. So the whole scene doesn't have a reference for how the rotation should stick because our camera's going in a straight line. This technically around a straight line, those points could be anywhere. Unless you have a good, decent free move that you're walking around, not just going in a straight path. So to stop it from rotating like this, I just undid the solve now. So I'm just going to select a couple random points. Honestly, it doesn't matter what at this point. All right. So here, I can't just turn on lock. So constrain, lock. I can't just turn that on because they don't know where they're sitting. You can see they've all put themselves at the center of the world. So I'm going to undo that. There, so I undid the locks. We need to tell these points that they actually have position data. Because here you could see it 0, 0, 0. So here's a cheat. This plus and minus, if you drag this, it pushes the points in depth from the camera away. So you can see those seed points here have pushed away. And that's given them position data. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to hit plus and then minus. So they've all moved slightly and moved back. So now you can see they all have position data. And I'm going to make sure that I select all those points, and I'm now going to turn on lock. So solve. Now I can hit go, and our camera did not move, but our error slightly changed, so you can see that our solve did update. Now we have a smooth path. This is done. Let's go in here and lock on camera. No, I don't want to look at it here now. My clipping plane's funny. Back here. There we go. Let's go lens workflow, redistorted. Okay. A calm. What's purpose of the lock? The lock? Let me undo that. Okay, so I undid my points here. I'm gonna undo further. Alright, so the reason that I locked those points is because right now I smoothed the path and I've got the path loaded in here and I have my position lock. So we're locking the smooth path now. But the rotations aren't locked, and you don't really want to lock rotations. When you smooth a path, technically your camera moves slightly, which means your rotation is now slightly off. So you got to resolve for your rotation. But if I solve right now, none of these points know to actually stay here. And because my camera's moving in just a clean straight line, there's not a lot of a free move. When I hit solve, this whole camera scene wants to rotate slightly. So here's what happens if you don't lock a couple of these points. So solve. There we go. So you can see here, these buildings have moved. I'm undoing and redoing just to show it. So that's a problem. If you've lined up your set and you've oriented it the way that you want these buildings to stay where they are. So yeah, so now I'm just going to quickly do what I just did. And I'm going to select a couple random points. It doesn't matter what points, honestly, but I'm selecting a few of my manual points. So now that I've selected a few of those, I'm just going to cheat and I'm going to tell these points to lock on the spot. So I'm going to hit plus, minus. Now they all, if I click them, they all have position data on the spot. So now I'm going to make sure that they're all selected and now turn on lock. You can't just turn on lock before you give them that data because they don't have position data until you tell it to, which is kind of weird. Okay, so they're locked. Now when I hit solve, you can see our camera did not rotate. Our solve has changed slightly, so you can see that we did update it. So this is it finished. This is the shot done. Come on. Ah, there we go. It's gonna let this cache out and then give it a watch in a moment. I think you should make video about this tip. Just a short video on YouTube. This would be a good one. I've always wanted to make one of those videos where it's like 30 quick tips or something, where the tutorial is just rapid fire all the random little tips that I've learned. I would love to do that. I could start to upload like little small segments of every feature. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do that yet. These live streams are eventually all going to move on to I'll help you with what? Eventually all these live streams are going to be taken off of this YouTube channel that I'm streaming to. And eventually I'm gonna move them all to their separate YouTube channel because I want to have the track channel just have very clean, direct tutorials and tips and stuff. So eventually I'm going to make the main tutorials, which are like the maybe hour-long. I might even cut this up, like these hour-long trimmed camera solves and all this stuff. I'm gonna redo them all, the ones that exist, and make them better because I've learned some things since then. And then also I want to do a whole bunch of quick tips and stuff. I'll help you if you would like. Man, I'm proud of you. Are you my dad? You should be my dad, man. Tell me you're proud. We have someone like you to share those tips. Really, it's hard to find those. Yeah, I really hope to bring those out. Help I might consult a few people, including you. I might just see what people are interested in, like how they might like the YouTube channel structured. I'm going to eventually I might put up a video on the channel of me talking about what I plan to do. Like, hey, this channel is going to be changing up. Here's the thing. Here's the deal. And also I might pimp out the Discord and see if I can get something going there, and pimp out Twitch or whatever as well, even though I'll still be streaming on YouTube. I might do a video just to talk about what I plan to do, and then try to get a discussion going and try to get people in on how I teach these and what they want to learn. Plan out a roadmap for some future tutorials. I really plan on revamping this because the past year and a half has been a little bumpy in terms of work and how I've been doing this. So I do want to start something fresh. This is playing so slow. Why? View, normal speed. Okay, it's better, but it's framey. A lot of people will support. Man, I hope so. Oh, Patreon? Man, I wonder how many people would support me on Patreon. If people were to support me on Patreon, I would like to make a tier where... See, here's the thing, because Patreon, I don't want to bar anything. Like, I would love to sit and help people just for free. And like, but if people are going to like do a little minor tip or something, like I wanted to... I do want the people who support a bit more, or doesn't matter what they support, I do want them to earn something more that the other people don't. That other people who just watch on YouTube or watch the streams like don't. But I don't want to, man, I want to do everything for free. I just want to give everything to everyone. Like I can offer like one-on-one help. Maybe even if maybe one of the tiers is like, typically if somebody offers me a shot, and if somebody wants to offer me a shot to do in a tutorial, I wouldn't give that shot back, because then you would have to pay me to do a shot professionally. So like I wouldn't mind having a higher tier where if people want, like I'll even do a shot once a month for you or something that you might be struggling with and don't want to do. Like I'll just straight up do the shot for you. And I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. One, like, even, man, I don't know what I'd want to bar. Like what I would want to bar off on people and what I would want people to earn on Patreon. I have a page made. It's just sitting there, like, in case I want to use it one day. Yeah, I don't know if people would want to. We'll see. It'd be kind of cool. Have to try and get bigger. Yeah, but for me, those tips are worth $1 million. Oh man, that's good to hear. Like, I really like hearing that people enjoy some of these tips and tutorials. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to wrap this up. If anybody has any lingering questions, now's your chance. I'm just going to sit here for like 2 minutes just to give people time to type if they have anything. I forgot I had tea sitting here the whole time. Could have been having some tea. Please make the tutorial I said. The tutorial for this, that point locking thing. I think I could, yeah. I want to... I hope it'll make sense to people what it is and why I do it. I'm gonna, oh, the nodal pan. The nodal pan. Sorry, yeah, the nodal, actually, yeah, the nodal pan. That'll be a good one. I should try and just make that a tutorial. I'll try to make that a tutorial and not a stream. So we'll see how it goes. Coda, you can organize your... Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, Coda, you can organize a track off where people... Track off, I'm sorry. I'm a child, okay? Anybody at Track VFX at work, anybody there... Oh, for those who don't know, Track VFX is an actual studio. It's an actual company. It's not just me. Track VFX is where I work. Everybody at Track VFX would laugh at Track Off. So I'm sorry, I'm a child, but I'm not the only one. You could organize a Track Off where people... Oh no. No. I can't get it out of my head. Oh, I'm such a 12-year-old. This is so stupid. You can organize where people would track a shot that you assign and check the results at the end. You know, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, that'd be a great idea. I wonder if anybody would do that. That'd be an awesome idea. Coda, that'd be cool. I might try that in the future. People should win something. I want to figure out if they can win something. A calm middle pen. Cheers, Calvin. These are really helpful and supplement the other tutorials. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, I really hope these help. A lot of people don't show some things that I wish they would show. A calm. It's okay if you do the stream. I might stream, but for tutorial stuff, I might stream, but I'll probably fully ignore chat, and my face cam will not be there because I may add that later. So if I stream it, I probably won't be very interactive. Akam, I'm struggling with one shot. I want to learn tip. Dude, if you'll let me, Akam, or if it's a shot you're allowed to, you should let me. I'll show you how to do it on a stream. Coda would be fun. Matt, this is totally off topic, but there is this website with sample shots for tracking. They talk about using survey data to help with the tracking thing. Hollywood camera. Oh, let's take a quick peek. Oh my god, did we get a bot in here? Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, views, and big. No. No. That looks like a bot. That name is too silly. Can I block that? Whatever. Whoa, we're getting spammed with bot stuff? That's unfortunate. Okay, tracking. Oh, this is cool. Might look into that for fun, actually. That might be fun to do some stuff on. It's the Blaster Walk one. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, Matt. Is it the same principle as reference set photos, I suppose? Bot viewers, he might spam chat. Nothing you can do about that. I think you can block them, can't you? I can block. Well, I blocked that user, but I'd imagine they have another. Oh, there's a couple different accounts doing it. All right. Well, I'm not going to care about blocking them. Oh well, whatever. He might spam. Yeah, that's irritating, but who cares? All right. Is that the same principle as? This is totally off topic, but there is a website, sample shots for tracking. They talk about using survey shot data to help with tracking a thing. Survey data, survey data can be a number of things. Surveying means you're measuring things. So if you take pictures of a set from all angles and then you do a really simple solve of it, you're technically getting measurement. Like tracking points is technically surveying, it's measurements using multiple images. So that counts as survey. LiDAR data where you get a triangulated mesh of an environment, that's all measurement. That's technically measurement. If you have an image with a ruler in front of it, like, you know, anything measured is technically survey data. Yeah, they can have like 500 plus accounts. It's impossible to block. Oh, it's like a chat. Yeah, I think they give you a survey shot that's a walk around the object sitting on the ground. Huh, let's see real quick. Green screen plates, tracking plates. I want to see what tracking plates are. This is cool. Huh. These could be some fun stuff to work on. Wonder if I'm allowed to. Oh, yeah. The Russ Anderson shot. Screen replace. Think it's all free for practice. If anybody wants, I can stream some of these. I can track some of these. My next stream or tutorial or whatever will be a nodal shot. I want to make that. I want to make that nodal shot a common. That'd be awesome. Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. I can do a couple of these. I like the blowing wind messing around with the marker. They should have gave her CO2 in this thing. Cause that blowback looked really bad. And they give you tips and stuff, problems you might run into. Yeah, that's really cool. Try that. Wait. Oh, I want to read a couple of these. What are their tips? Oops, I zoomed in. Issues. The green screen stage is too small, so there's some roto work when she passes over the parallax stand. And later ceiling. Also make sure to exclude anything that moves, including the fan. And depend on the 3D floor, you may have to find a way to remove the markers, but keep the... Oh, that's for like some tracking stuff. That's green screen. Sorry, I want to go to the tracking place and I want to see what their problems might be. Issues. You have to place some trackers or this would be a downright impossible shot. Generally, you don't want to place markers for planar tracking because you'll just have to paint them out. But if there's 0 to track, you simply have to. You don't have to, or this would be down. Generally, you don't want to place markers for planar tracking. Yeah, that depends. For a planar track like this, look at how close, look at how close up this is. You want a couple markers there. That's a bit much. But also sometimes corners are slightly irritating and sometimes not perfect because you have the occluding backdrop. So it's a lot of you manually cleaning it up frame by frame. That's fun. Make sure to exclude the girl. Issues. Make sure you exclude the girl and pick post-it notes for the match move since all the... Okay, that's pretty... Yeah, that's pretty basic. If anyone needs, there are some free plates on... Oh, I want to see that. Stock footage with 3... Oh my god, you get HDRIs with these? Oh, it's these shots. Hey, I was looking at someone's reel a while ago with this. Was it Coda? Coda, I think this was you, wasn't it? Yeah, this was you. These are handy. Oh, these are great. Oh man, I got tracking content for days now. We got paid for it. Oh, these are nice. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm gonna start to wrap this up. So I think we're good. I want to go. So thank you, Matt G. That's nice, yoink. That's nice, yoink. Thanks, man. All right, cool. Thank you, people who stayed to watch this. Looks like these streams go by a lot better on the weekend. I don't know. Maybe I might focus more of these, like a better stream on a weekend. Because I've been tracking some kind of tougher shots on the weekdays, and it's kind of tough for schedule with people. Maybe I'll try to keep these Maybe I'll try to keep these to a weekend, or at least for a tougher stream, I'll try to keep it to a weekend. All right, thank you, Coda guys. You let the man sleep. See ya, Pete. All right, and let's go. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.